Lil Mama talking trash. So if you notice, there happen to be like all women on this show today.
Yeah, this
is
is
for a purpose, because we're kind of doing just like an all ladies or all
vixens
type thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're just kind of hanging out. We want to, we just want to talk about some things that are important, to women right now, because looking at the information on you. Although, okay, first of all, do you have a MySpace page? Because
yes,
I was trying to find that. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, my MySpace is www.myspace.com/LILMAMAONLINE. That's Lil Mama Online.
Okay. So, but somebody else probably had her taking Lil Mama. Or
nah, this might have Lil
Mama or something.
Nah, yes, this might have Lil Mama. There's a lot of girls on MySpace, and one of them got Lil Mama. And
but you like the original?
Yeah, basically the real Lil Mama.
The real Lil Mama.
That's what it is.
So what I could find out about you is that you've experienced a lot. You're very young. Everything from your mom with her health issues to just your personal experiences. So maybe we want to touch on some of those, because right now it seems like a lot of young girls just don't have the coping skills to handle the smallest of situations, whether it be my boyfriend broke up with me, or something as major as like I just found out that my mother has cancer. Just words of advice. Just how, like, what was going on with you? Like, what was happening in your life, I guess, when you found out about your mom and what was happening with her?
Well, it's like, for me, like, a lot of doors was opening up for me on the positive side. Like, I started to do better in school, and like everything that she wanted for me, like I started to come around, because at first I used to run the streets with my brothers and like basically do what I wanted to do. I wasn't really doing what my mother really wanted for me, like, you know what I mean? Like getting to school on time.
You heard her, but you weren't doing what she was telling you.
And then like I came to realize that it's not for her and it's not for nobody else, it's for me, because in the end, when you become an adult, I might lose my mother, or you know what I'm saying, I might not have the guidance that's there in the beginning in your childhood. And they just try to prep you. And I started to realize that it's for me, and I know what I wanted for myself. And when that started to get better and things started to come around on a positive note, my mother got sick, and she had colon cancer, and they supposedly got rid of it or whatever. And the doctors was like, "Oh, you're gonna be good." And then she was like, "They just don't run tests and da da da." And as she went back, they said it spread to her lungs and in her head and all these other places in her body, and they saying like that she relapsed. And now my mother, you know what I'm saying, I'm starting to see the size of cancer that I never saw before. Like her losing her hair, and parts of her body is getting darker, she losing weight, and I never seen my mother this small before in my life. So I try not to even touch the topic of that. I just try to stay focused and think on a positive note, like she's going to be alright.
But you always have to touch the topic, because it's kind of what is, I'm sure it's something that is motivating and like a driving force for you to be positive and stay on track, and for for everybody to hear the messages in your music. Because I know you're also kind of adamant about not talking about what everybody else is talking about right now.